if we're on here, just want you to try to have this feeling of not just flushing everything down into your legs where it kind of like stops here, but even your legs. Relax that and let everything just go down into the ground, such that if you feel like your legs are even getting tired muscularly, release that tension, put it down. So then what I end up with, no matter what Keith's doing, right? Keith, what do you feel?
I feel a root, but it's hard to find it.
Yeah, and again, there isn't any. What I'm not doing, I'm not feeling where he's pushing and trying to get away from that, because if I consciously try to get away from that, all my tension goes there. You're pushing me somewhere else, Keith. Oh, I want to get away. No, it's gonna be very obvious. If instead I ignore it consciously, and whatever Keith's doing, it's just going down. Right, and there's nothing in my body stopping it, nothing in the legs, nothing whatever. And the other thing we were taught, and again, keep going, right? And the other thing is, if I can do that and just keep that totally sunk, no matter what you're doing, I'm also free to just be confident in my balance and just, find stuff on you that's easy. And the other thing that we were talking about, again, it's not really a leg muscular thing, because, what was John able to do? Like basically straight legs, knees that didn't work or whatever, but still have that feeling of just everything going down. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not there yet, but you kind of feel the similar feeling, right? Mm-hmm. Even though I'm not going deep into the legs. Again, from my point of view, this is, what am I talking? From my point of view, this is more difficult because I have less kind of margin for error, right? If I'm like kind of sunken down here, then even if like I fuck up, then, I have this range of motion available. But what I'm talking about doing here is not even, visually moving the root or anything like that. Just even if I'm pegged in one place, just having that feeling that no matter what, it's kind of squishy. It feels dense and heavy, just like John felt. Like, when you touched it, it was like dense and heavy, but there was just enough squish and internal motion that you could never hook into where his balance was, right? So Keith's doing stuff, right? And this is what allows me to even, do stuff here, right? And mess with your balance, just because, again, everything internally is flushed down there. Okay, so don't necessarily practice straight-legged, but sometimes it's one way to see kind of like, am I actually doing this feeling internally versus, just moving the skeleton. Okay, and then when you do practice, properly getting, down and dirty, it just becomes easier, right? Because Keith can do anything whatsoever to me here, and as long as I don't get conscious about it, I'm okay. But then, of course, as soon as he distracts me, maybe by, I don't know, pinch me or hit me or whatever, ow, now it's easy, right? So I need to also ignore anything that he tries to do, like to distract, and just let it go. Or I do it to him first, right? Which is probably the best strategy. And that's what this allows you to do. And if I can get that going, even like, if I'm on one leg and he's doing this stuff, right? Again, that same feeling of putting it all on the ground now, that's what allows me, he moves, I step anywhere, and I have that all right from here. Okay, so no matter what else he tries to do, whoop, right? No matter what position my body's in, I can put it all down there, put it all down there. Even if he catches me in the middle or something, it's all okay, and I'm free to do whatever. That was vague enough, right? Cool.